Hi friends, we're going to talk about conventional lending. Just so you know, the loan program details I'm going to talk about are for educational purposes, okay? There are a lot of reasons to consider a conventional loan. It is really pretty exciting, so let's talk about that. Down payment. Some borrowers may qualify with a conventional as low or as little as 3% down. That depends on your credit, your income, and your program guidelines. A lot of people, they don't know that. Also, appraisals. Another really potential benefit with appraisals is that when an appraiser looks at the value of the house with a conventional loan, they can often ignore some of the bumps and bruises. That's not always the case with other types of loans. So that's a good thing with conventional lending. Let's talk about seller contributions. That's a seller that may contribute up to 3% of the purchase price towards your closing costs. And they may be able to contribute more depending on your down payment. That's very nice and super helpful for buyers. Eligible properties. They are manufactured, stick-built, log homes, there are shop homes known as shomes, barndominiums, or houses. Anyway, these are all typically allowed as long as there's comparables. And the comparable means that the appraiser looks at similar homes sold in the last 6 months and they compare it to the home you want to buy. Credit scores, very important. An approval with a lower score, it may be possible depending on the full loan review and compensating factors, but it is harder, okay? The key is to get your score up as high as you can possibly get it up. That helps with your rate, loan type, debt ratios, loan to value, and much more. However, if you get an approved eligible, that response means you still qualify. In some cases, you might need PMI, which is private mortgage insurance. If you have 20% down, you don't need PMI, which is great. If you have less than 20% down, you'll most likely need PMI. It typically goes away when you reach 20% equity or 80% loan to value. Whether it drops off at that point really depends on your loan terms. Sellers, they may prefer conventional. Conventional may offer a slight edge over other loan types. Sellers tend to prefer them probably because of the flexibility with property conditions. Loan limits. Conventional loan limits usually increase every single year. Towards the end of the year, about November or December, they decide whether the limits will be going up or not. And that's been steady for my many years of career here. As you can see, there's a lot of great benefits to conventional loans. So let's work together. Let's get you pre-approved. Let's find out what is your buying power, and let's get you shopping for your dream home.